Just get in the car, Elle. Get in the car, Elle!
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
As I ran home,
What?
I wondered if our kiss meant anything to know.
The kissing booth came out like almost 6 years ago, and till this day I'm still confused on the message of this film. If someone who has never watched a film before asks me, describe the kissing booth in 3 words, I would say it's toxic, it's dumb, and it's cringe. There's 3 movies in the franchise, Kissing Booth 1, 2 and 3, and with each movie it doesn't get any better, except Kissing Booth 2, that one was kind of decent to watch. If you have never watched the movie before, consider yourself lucky. If you have, you may understand why. So, what is the Kissing Booth about?
Basically, the only way that she'd ever make out with you is if you paid for it.
This is Elle, and she's the main character in this movie. And out of all the characters that I have seen, she makes the most dumbest decisions. When the movie begins, it opens up with her rambling about her life and experiences for 3 minutes, and it also introduces some characters that I'm going to talk about later on. Elle talks about the good part about her life and also the bad part, and when she does this, you don't really know what to feel. Because there will be some moments where she was talking about what outfit she wore with her best friend on Halloween, then it will jump to her talking about her mum being sick, then it will jump to her talking about what she's good at, then she will talk about how she cried while her mum is sleeping, then she's talking about how she has a mad crush on someone and the person that she likes is Violet. She will talk about how she finally said goodbye to her mum. Like, I get what the movie was trying to do, but at the same time you don't really know whether you're supposed to feel happy or sad for Elle. But jumping back to the movie, we get introduced to Elle's best friend, Lee. And you can tell they're both best friends because the movie will literally keep telling you that.
Baby, that's me, Elle Evans. And the smelly, less cute baby right next to me, that's my best friend, Lee.
And as they are both best friends since they were born, they both establish clear rules to maintain their friendship, which sounds... But the number of rules they had sounds illegal. Apparently they had 35 rules to maintain their friendship, and for some reason they remembered every rule. It's like they signed a contract before they were born saying that in order for us to be best friends, you have to follow these rules. And if it was me, I would fail. One thing about Elle that Lee doesn't know is that she likes Noah, also known as Flynn. I don't know why he has 2 names, but he has it. And if you have no clue who this man is, this grown-up man, he is Lee's older brother, who was supposed to be 17 or 18 in this universe. The reason why Elle was not telling Lee is because
He was responsible for rule number 9, which specifically states relatives of your best friend are totally off limits.
Besides that, I wonder what Lee's parents do, because tell me how they can afford this mansion and this car. We cut to Elle going to school, and when she came to school with Lee, she looks uncomfortable because she wore a skirt which is really short. And the reason she wore a skirt is because her trousers ripped, and instead of her wearing something like joggers, she wore a short skirt, and surprisingly her dad allowed her. With this, she got harassed by one of her classmates, and Lee was trying to protect her until... While Flynn, who is Noah, and Elle were waiting to speak to the principal, Flynn mentions...
Okay, I only finished them. And besides, no one should treat a girl like that. Especially if that girl's you.
Me?
Yeah, it's like those guys who are trying to get in my little sister's pants. Which is super gross.
Try to remember this. Flynn sees Elle as his little sister, and he believes that no woman should be treated the way Elle is being treated right now. Like every high school movie, this movie has cliche characters like the mean girls, and here we get introduced by them.
The OMG girls. Olivia, Mia, and Gwyneth.
While Elle was waiting in detention with Noah, this happens. Don't forget, this is the guy who harassed Elle. So with this, Elle decided to give her number to him. Elle also decided that she wants to go out with him, and Lee 100% agrees, even though this is the guy that he wanted to protect his best friend from. But it's fine, as long as he said sorry, not verbally though. Day of the day, and Elle got stood up, so she went back to Lee and explained what happened. Her date showed up and mentions,
Noah. That literally makes no sense.
It's true, and it's not just me.
He's been going around telling all the guys not to ask you out for a while now.
But don't forget,
Yeah, it's like those guys who are trying to get in my little sister's pants.
Elle told Noah why he's dictating her love life, and he believes that he knows what's best for her.
We'll see about that.
Now everyone is having fun in the party, especially Elle. And this guy is always there to capture the moments. Noah took Elle home, not to her house though, but to his house. Now is the day of the kissing booth, and most people are kissing random people, including Lee. When Lee left with the girl that he kissed, Elle had to be in charge of the kissing booth. And to her surprise though, she kissed Noah. When they kissed, the whole school I believe was watching. The music was playing, sparks started to appear, literally, and the camera kept spinning, spinning, and spinning. But don't forget,
We finished them. And besides, no one should treat a girl like that. Especially if that girl's you.
Me?
Yeah, it's like those guys who are trying to get in my little sister's pants.
Elle told Lee what happened, and his response was,
Don't end up grinding coochies with my brother, or I'll literally never talk to you again.
Oh, pause.
Elle followed her and brought her to his back cave because it was raining. Then Elle had a strange look at her face as if she was struggling to breathe. The security showed up, but he wasn't fazed at all because he knew Noah. Elle ignores Noah and tries her best not to speak to him until...
Warren,
Okay, that's okay.
just get in the car, Elle. Get in the car, Elle!
I forgot to mention that he has anger issues. But did Elle run off? No. Did she listen to him? Yes. Why? Because he said...
Please.
Had a moment under the Hollywood sign, and after this, Noah and Elle started dating secretly without anyone knowing, including Lee. They kind of got caught after Lee barged into Noah's room. Lee blamed Noah for Elle's accident, and they both ended up in a fight. And Elle believes she's the only one that can stop it. Elle explained what happened to Lee, and instead of Elle being honest with him, she decided to lie to him. And the dumbest thing that Elle did in this movie is that instead of her going with Lee to the car, she decided to go back to Flynn and forget what just happened. And with this, Lee found her kissing Flynn. And her response was,
We're never meant to find out this way.
now they're both in a fight again, and Elle was just there, shouting. Lee explained why he didn't want Elle to date his brother. The next day, or a couple of days later, Lee just forgives Elle because she gave him ice cream. Now everyone is going through their reflection arc. Now is the day of the prom, and Flynn showed up, and Elle just rejects him after he said,
Because I love you.
After realizing this, Elle opens up to Lee on how she loves Noah for some reason, and Lee gave her permission to date his brother. Elle ends up in a car trying to find Flynn, and she thought that Lee was in the car with her, but... The funny part is that she didn't realize that she was in the same car as Noah, even though he's like 6 feet tall and his voice is very different than Lee. The movie ends up with Elle saying goodbye to Noah as he is leaving for Harvard. I don't know how he got accepted, but he got accepted, and this is a movie after all. And this is The Kissing Booth. And I forgot to mention that Elle has a little brother that shows up in a couple of scenes.
Shall I compare to a summer day?